Welcome, football fans, to episode 25 of Throwback Thursday. Be sure to check out the description to see teams that we've covered in previous episodes this season. Now let's dive in and see which team we'll be reviewing today. Okay, I've got a big blue button here that says Engage on it. Okay, now the computer is running through thousands of calculations as it searches for the perfect team for us to focus on this week. There are almost 1,600 teams since the merger that it can choose from, and when it's done, it's going to display the team logo, the team name, and the specific year that we'll focus on for this week. And it looks like it's going to be the 1983 Los Angeles Rams. Okay, so let me set the stage. The year was 1983. The Big Chill was a big hit at the box office and pulled in over $56 million. The music video Thriller by Michael Jackson was released. It was a huge success, and he used a television special celebrating the 25th anniversary of Motown to publicly perform the moonwalk dance for the first time. Jim Henson's children's program Fraggle Rock debuted on HBO. And in the world of sports, Yannick Noah won his only Grand Slam title, becoming the first Frenchman to win the title in 37 years. And sadly, tennis legend Arthur Ashe had heart bypass surgery, during which he received an HIV-infected blood transfusion, which would ultimately lead to his death in 1993. And promising young running back Joe Delaney sacrificed his life trying to save 3 children from drowning in Chenault Park in Monroe, Louisiana. Okay, let's get into it. The 1983 Los Angeles Rams season was a memorable one, filled with exhilarating moments and remarkable performances. The team showcased their talent and determination, and they left an indelible mark on the franchise's history, and were led by legendary coach John Robinson. Robinson was the head coach from USC from '76 until 1982, where he won 3 conference titles. He replaced Rams head coach Ray Malavisi after the strike-shortened '82 season, in which Malavisi and the Rams went 2-7. In his first season with the Rams in 1983, Robinson guided the team to a 9-7 record and got them into the playoffs. They ended up beating the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round 24-17, before ultimately losing to the Redskins in the divisional round 51-7. Quarterback Vince Ferragamo led the Rams' passing attack with poise and precision. While his numbers weren't eye-popping, he provided stability and made crucial throws when needed, helping guide the team through challenging moments. He threw for over 3,200 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 23 interceptions. Jeff Kemp was the Rams' backup quarterback, although he did not start a game for them in 1983. The Rams' rushing game was a force to be reckoned with thanks to the extraordinary talent of running back Eric Dickerson. Dickerson was a revelation, breaking records and leaving defenders in his wake with his explosive speed and powerful running style. He became the heart and soul of the Rams' offense, carrying the team to victory on numerous occasions. Dickerson ran for 1,808 yards, 18 touchdowns, and a 4.6 yards per carry average on his way to the Pro Bowl, a first-team All-Pro selection, and being named Offensive Rookie of the Year. In 1983, Dickerson led the league in rushing attempts with 390, yards 1,808, and yards per game 113. Barry Redden was the team's second leading rusher with 372 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fullback Mike Gumon was third on the team in rushing yards with 42. Although the Rams didn't have a standout receiver in 1983, they had a solid group of pass catchers who contributed to the team's success. Receivers like Preston Dennard and George Farmer provided reliable targets for Ferragamo, making key receptions to move the chains and keep the offense in rhythm. Tight end Mike Barber was the leading receiver with 657 yards and 3 touchdowns. Farmer was second on the team with 556 yards and 5 touchdowns, while Dennard was third on the team with 465 yards and 5 touchdowns. Dickerson also added 400 yards in the receiving game and another 2 touchdowns. The Rams' defense continued their tradition of dominance in the trenches in 1983, ranking 6th in rushing yards allowed. The unit was anchored by Hall of Fame defensive end Jack Youngblood and wreaked havoc on opposing offenses, applying relentless pressure and stifling their opponent's ground game. Youngblood provided 10.5 sacks and a safety, as well as much-needed veteran leadership and toughness. Defensive back Kirk Collins was the team leader in interceptions with 5, and he returned them for 113 yards through just 4 games. He would injure his groin in week 4 and doctors examined him and noticed a lump in his throat, which would later be diagnosed as throat cancer. He would not play another game, and it sadly passed away in February of 1984. The 1983 NFL Draft was a success for the Rams as they selected a number of players who would go on to make significant contributions. The Rams selected Dickerson with the second overall pick in the draft. Dickerson would play 11 years in the NFL, would play in 6 Pro Bowls, and was selected to the All-Pro First Team 5 times, and find his way into the Hall of Fame, being inducted in 1999. Other notable draftees included wide receiver Henry Ellard, who would start 10 out of his 16 years in the league for the Rams, and defensive back Vince Newsom, who would play 10 years in the league, starting 5 of the 10 for the Rams from 86 to 1990. Overall, the 1983 Los Angeles Rams season was a testament to the power of teamwork, resilience, and exceptional individual performances. The team's success was fueled by a potent rushing attack, a stout defense, and key contributions from other role players who helped shape the franchise's future. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. We made it through another episode of Throwback Thursday. I hope you enjoyed it because I know I did. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.